G'day guys, back with another round of Facebook Scrabble games. Let's go straight into this one. So, if you remember, and I don't know why this is, ever since the Facebook chat came in, it just moves my stuff around and doesn't show the moves list, but anyway. Not a problem. So, kind of looking for something here. If I have like a bone word. By the way, I'm just kind of looking to block out the game and win. It's probably not in my opponent's interest to prolong the suffering anymore, because it's fairly apparent what's going to happen, and obviously he's not getting very good tiles. Side bone, I think, is good. It had an S available. Ebonized, I think, is also an anagram of that one. Ebonized. I almost wanted to play Blondine here, but I don't think we can. Not the right letters, anyway. Trying to think if I can play anything up here. It's probably the best scoring spot. Can't play here anymore. I could just play B, but what's the point, really? Could get greedy and try and win by even more, but I think BD is good, so. And it's going to tell me whether I missed anything, and it's a happy face, so I didn't miss anything. Yeah, there's something about BD, like it doesn't take an S. Take the E and the, but it takes an ES, which is very weird. It's going to be very hard for my opponent to make up any sort of words here. He'll have to have the S. And I can't even really block that. I could maybe play NIXE next turn, just to rub salt into the wound. I'm not sure. Yeah. Alright, let's go to this game. Okay. There's lots of, there's at least, well, there was, I know I had at least one word. I can see at least one. As always, you can pause the video in case I give away any spoilers, but you'll probably find something great before I do anyway. I think Ceterim's one of those words that doesn't take the S, is that right? Ugh. Sorry, I mean, if I'm sounding a little bit spaced out, it's because I've basically been studying all day. Got a major competition in 2 weeks, and I'm way behind where I wanted to be. Let's hold this thought for a second and go back to this one. Yeah. So he just wants the game to end. $150 points ahead. It's not. It's, yeah. And being an online game, yeah, that's what happens. But you know, you could still get a score. You can still get a bonus. Nix would work in terms of blocking this off. An A for Jaxie would have been nice. How many S's are there? Any S's left, or have I used them all? I've had all the S's, so I don't know what I'm worried about. There's only one left in the bag. There's only a blank left in the bag, and we can assume that he's probably got it. because this does take an S. The N. Are there any U's? A weird thing to ask, but are there any U's left? There's one. Nixie would work. Yeah, look, I think we'll just go with what we wanted to do first. It's a very mean thing to do. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then we make Jacobin. Don't know where I'm going to do that, but yeah. This happens sometimes. Is it Jacobite as well? No. So, back to this one. So, the word that I'd seen, mutinied, could go out here. You think things like dominee. Of course, this takes an S. Mutinied scores a little bit more, maybe better. Probably something through here. How about getting M here? It's always nice to try to get a word, sort of a fancy word through here, but don't think we're going to be able to do it with these letters. What does dia mean? Dementi. Oh, so close. So close. I don't think anything goes here, unfortunately. If it did, 83. Well, we'll just have to go with this one. Ah! Alright, how about we don't go with that one then? I'm mixing up my words with mutineer, double E. Yeah. Meridian. Ah, this is this is harder than I thought it would be. A deeming. It was a G. Deeming. If there's anything. Ermine. Tidesman. I don't really want to put Tidesman here. Don't really want to put the the N out into a triple lane. Absolutely no reason to do that. Guess we could just play dominies. Don't like doing that. For my own reference, I'd want to check if I missed anything that may be glaring. So, well, had to have an E in the middle. So sidemen wouldn't have gone. So nothing hooking that through the OUTG, and I guess the ARIM. I knew about the deeming. G's in the wrong spot. We need something starting with G. Doesn't look like it happened. Let's take that one out. The O. Doesn't look like there was very much except what we found already. Demonize. Demonize would have been maybe better because it would be less easy for my opponent to use that spot. Okay. But then they could have used the hooking. The U. Doesn't look like there's anything with the U in the right spot. No. Nothing. Just nothing. Okay. Feeling better already. T. Mittened. Mittened would be best. Mittened would be best. Okay. And of course, Tidesman. Examined. Yeah, that would have worked. Didn't really score as much, but never mind. And inseamed, of course. Domains, we know about that. Inseamed wouldn't have fit. And yeah, so there were a few, but it just wasn't really happening in there, was it? There we go. Endemism. Okay, didn't know this word. And medicine. Medicine wouldn't have been bad going through here. But this word I didn't really know. Endemism. This one there. So it's pretty rare you're going to get it anyway. Still fun to know. Okay, back to this game. Can we score? Q. I don't know anything that goes there. These are very nice letters my opponent's throwing out. That's a pity. I wanted to play noob here. I really want to get rid of one of the B or the C. With the W, I mean, not just one of them, but I need to get rid of both. Guess that'll have to do. Might be hamstring myself by doing that. Oh, this is okay. Carabin. Like, I've got both blanks, so I should really be leaving it open so I can play, but... it's kind of over it at the moment. Alright, let's go here. Atosha, if I had another A. We want to get rid of one of these X's, of course. Ita. Ita's probably best. And, would have been a nice little fit if I had the right letters. Does that work? Alright. Don't think you can do anything better than that, really. This now blocks this X spot off. So if I'd thought about using this spot here, I'm going to leave this hook open for my opponent, and they could have even got this. So if I have the A, for example, and I play ATOC, A-T-O-C, it was really dangerous, and that was what I was playing in my mind. I could have played small here, but you know, this scored better. We did want to keep the C for this hook, but you know, it's okay. Well, that's it for this round of Scrabble games. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.